A victim of the British weather, Burton Albion's third-round trip to Bournemouth was postponed just an hour before kick-off. Out of pocket after a fruitless 400-mile round trip, Burton's fans received support from a surprising source.
I had the idea, well, you know, that's pretty harsh. Why don't we see if we can do something to raise some money to help with their travel costs, having to come to the rearranged fixture. So put the idea on the website. In no time at all, a lot of people said, yeah, we'd support that. So we set up the funding, and within, I think, 2 hours, our original target of £800, we'd smashed. By the end of the day, we'd reached nearly £3,000, which was enough to pay for 4 coaches.
Cheers. I think it's a brilliant gesture, very appreciative.
I can't believe how much money they made at the end of it. I don't think nobody thought they were going to make that much.
For Burton Albion, we've got particularly strong feelings because 4 years ago, when we got promoted out of Division 2, our last game of the season was at Burton, and we had the most fantastic day out in Burton. Everyone up there was friendly, welcoming, we had a great time. They actually joined in our promotion party.
I've been watching football for over 40 years. I've never known anything like it.
Good to know that clubs care about each other rather than just their own fans, and there's good respect from each club.
Despite more testing weather conditions on the south coast, the rearranged fixture went ahead with a huge incentive, a home tie with 7-time winners Liverpool.
I think that once the whistle goes, then all thoughts of camaraderie can go straight out the window.
And so it proved. There was no further charity for the travelling Burton fans as Brett Pitman put the home side ahead inside 5 minutes. The League Two contenders responded, however, and grabbed a fortuitous equaliser. But Bournemouth's lead was restored on the stroke of half-time, skipper Tommy Elphick applying the finish. And after more mutual appreciation at the break, the second half saw the cherries on top. Ryan Fraser's neat chip doubled the advantage for Eddie Howe's team. Before a late penalty handed Pitman a brace. And Bournemouth that 4th-round tie with Liverpool. But it had been hard-earned.
I found that a difficult game. Obviously, we had to win, and there's huge pressure, not just from the supporters, but the owner, and everyone wanted to get through, and we did like we did in the end. I think the players have been lifted for sure. I mean, training this week's been at a really high standard. Been really pleased with how we've prepared for the game. And there seems a good buzz about them. They're excited by the opportunities.
Our squad's a very young, progressive squad, and there's players with ambitions to play at the highest level possible. So to play them at this time is going to be great for everyone to see how far we've got to go to where we want to be one day.
Charitable against Burton, the arrival of Liverpool will bring deserved financial rewards to a club whose very existence was threatened 5 years ago, when Eddie Howe took over as manager.
The club's done unbelievably well in recent seasons. It's really come a long way from the financial troubles that we had, and they were really bleak days. Bailiffs here near enough every day and players not getting paid, to now being very stable, having a really good owner who wants to build the club from the bottom up. The supporters have always been backing their club, and it's great to reward them for that now with these good times.
Obviously the manager was about then from them days, and some of the players who are here now. It's a day I hope that all them enjoy and savour, because you don't get too many games like this come along too often for a club like ours.
Next up for lifelong Reds fan Tommy Elphick, Liverpool and their talisman Luis Suarez. With 22 goals in 19 games this season, he's now among the world's best.
Obviously you've got to make accounts for a player like that, because he is a once-in-a-lifetime player, and he's definitely one of the top 3 in the world at the moment. So for the fans to see someone like that down here is a real privilege.
He's a huge talent. We just need to try and do as well as we can against him and try and make it difficult for him. But if he does smash one in from 40 yards, there's little we can do about it, really.
I've always followed the FA Cup, and I was a boyhood Liverpool fan as well. That was my club, so to play against them is going to be a great day.
There's a little game of cat and mouse.
I think it will take a mixture of us playing to a level that I'm not sure we're capable of. Liverpool maybe to have an off day, and we might just have a chance.
We want to show everyone what we can do, and sort of ground the club's made in it's good times at Bournemouth at the moment, so who knows, maybe an upset.
I think it would mean more to me, just because of the reaction of everybody else, what it would mean to the supporters of the club who have been so loyal and so strong for the club when it's needed them. So it would mean more to me for them.